What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with some more news on a beautiful Sunday in the fall. Man, it looks good and it feels good out here, and it also feels good to be giving y'all that hot topic analysis on Analysis Playground live on YouTube exclusively. And we're gonna be talking about somebody that just got paid. And we're going to also talk about some guys that got cut before the season even started. But we're going to start off with Toumani Camara. The man got a big amount of money in 4 years. Well deserved. He ended up showing a lot of growth and a lot of improvement, which is something that he should be happy with within himself in general. You do these things to accomplish your goals and to be the player that you want to be. Um, it has always been something that was interesting for any player in the NBA. He turned himself into one of the better two-way players in the NBA last year, especially really made a name for himself. Still has the ability to do more and be more in the NBA, turned himself to above average shooter, took 4.6 3-point attempts last year and shot 37%. That's what you want to see. Was able to shoot good on his attempts, 9.2 field goals attempts per game last year, and was able to still shoot 45%. That's decent for high volume scoring. And then you look at the fact that he played more minutes compared to his rookie year, showing you that he's a guy that you really want to have on your roster as a starter because he can really influence winning with his two-way play. Helped on the boards, got 5.8 rebounds, also helped with the assist, 2.2. That's an increase. The more he's on the court, the more you feel like he should be able to do, but he's doing it in a winning type of way. And that's the type of guys you want, the guy that's willing to do whatever it takes to go out there and play at a high level consistently. He proved that he can be one of those type of guys. He proved that he still have some more upside. Some people going to look at this contract like maybe he got underpaid because, he's a guy that still can get better and a guy that still has more untapped potential, even if it's more in the future. Maybe it can be 1 year or 2 years from now. But he's going to be more comfortable. He's going to be more ready because he's seen it all the last 2 years, and now he's coming in more prepared, and he knows the game a lot better. He knows what works and what doesn't work. He knows how to defend guys because he competed against them for multiple seasons now. Now this is the situation where you're 25, you have the body, you have the skills, and you're still working on your game and expanding your game. So we should see a whole lot more of you, especially offensively. And even if that happens, you can look at the Blazers' perspective of if he gets better, we're happy because we already got him locked up for multiple years and he's still going to be in his 20s when the contract is up. So we're not really losing anything unless if he gets injured out of nowhere or if he get a serious injury. But if he continues on the pace that he's already at, he's going to be definitely worth this contract without a doubt. And he's definitely going to be a guy that might even be looked at as a guy that's underpaid under this particular contract, but he does have to prove it. He does have to show that before he gets a bigger extension possibly in the future. But this is one of them deals where it's a win-win. You showed us enough. And if you ever feel that you can do more, we're willing to let you do it. We need a guy that can be a star. We need a guy that can, compete on both ends of the court. We have you, Matisse is on the team, Drew Holiday's on the team, but they're not what Toumani Camara can be. The guy is 6'7", 229 pounds. So he has a big frame, a big body, decent athlete, and the man is showing that he's willing to do multiple things on the court to impact the game in a positive way. So that's one thing we can't say about him that's not true. And he's been showing that at a young age. And it seems like he's hungry to do more and he wants to do more and he wants to do it in Portland, even though they had the right to pay him the most money anyway. But, he showed that I'm willing to take a little less, even if I feel like I'm better, I feel like I can get more. I'd rather take the bag that's right now, right in front of my face, guaranteed cash, and I'm going to just ride this one out and I'm still going to be young enough to get a fat one in the future if I pan out to be better than what the people think that I will be, or even if I play better than I thought I could be, or even the organization thought, we can still negotiate that in the future. Or even if he gets traded, people are going to look at it like, under that contract, if he's bringing that type of play, we'll take him. So this is nowhere near a loss for neither team. Kamara got paid, guaranteed cash. Portland, they got a guy that they like, that they had for a couple years. They're grooming him to be the player that they need him to be, while also allowing him to be the player he wants to be. And he still has a lot of upside. And you got to also look at it from other teams. They see what they have. They see that they're starting to build up a lot of similar type of guys on their roster. And it does make sense, like I said, because Portland is trying to get back to the playoffs. And if they want to do that, they're going to have to compete on both ends of the court. And a lot of their guys are showing results. And he's just not one of them. It's a bunch of them. So there's going to be money that's going to have to be sacrificed from some of these players if they want to stick around on the same team, or if they want to be playing winning basketball on other teams, because these guys aren't superstars. These guys aren't going out there dominating games at this point of their careers. And that's why it makes sense to get this one done this way and figure it out down the line, even if you're another team. But he showed enough that he's a starting caliber player. Most of that was always going to be something where people will look at. Even if he left Portland, he can probably start on some other teams around the NBA. So let's just give him the money that we can negotiate with and see if we can get to a point where we both happy. And they did. So Portland fans should be happy. They should be like, well, we did a good one on this one, and it wasn't a deal where you're going to probably regret it. So I don't really see anything wrong with this contract. It's a win-win for everybody that's involved, even a future team that might want to take a flyer on them if it doesn't work out in Portland. But I probably would see him playing every single year on this contract in Portland, most likely, just based off what he has done so far. And remember, in 2023, he was a second round pick. He was the 52nd pick, so he's already playing above average. He's already getting further than a lot of people thought that he would as a basketball player going into his third season in the NBA. He's older, but he's still showing you that he can be a really good player, and you have to love to see that. There's some other small little things that I just want to put my 2 cents on. Nets did choose to waive Kobe Bumpkin. That's kind of crazy because it seemed like they really liked him. Um, they they seem like he could be a guy that they wanted to keep. But the Brooklyn will eat 4 million in dead money on the cap for the 25-26 season for Bumpkin. The Nets will open the season roughly 190 above the salary floor, which ain't that bad. The waiver of Bumpkin should mean that Tyrese Martin and Jalen Wilson will make the Nets opening night roster. Neither player, to be honest, has a fully guaranteed contract, but both emerged as regular rotation players for the Brooklyn Nets last season. So that's how it's going to go. They're just trying to try guys out, see if they're worth keeping, see if they're not, seeing what they can be, getting them in to see how their personality is, seeing how their work ethic is, and then making the decision if they want them to be around long term while not committing fully to them. And it's trial and error sometimes, and they're using their roster spots to their full advantage, as most teams should. Javante Cook and the Trailblazers agreed to a two-way contract. Cook spent the last season with the Oklahoma City Blue, which is a G League team. The 6'6" wing averaged 17 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists per game last season under that organization. The roster for the Blazers stands around at 18 players. Portland has 15 players signed to standard contract, and they have 3 players signed to two-way deals. So that's something to keep a watch out for, because he might not be on this roster for a long period of time. He might be on another one, but he has to see what happens and do the best he can to play at a high level as much as he can whenever he's getting chances and opportunities. The Thunder did exercise the 26-27 team options for Nikola Topic and Cason Wallace. Not something that I'm surprised to see. Both of them on really good contracts, and they really decent players. and they are NBA players, and it makes sense to keep as much talent on the low as you can. And that does make a lot of sense. So, other than that, that's all the news so far, and that's what we've been seeing. Toumani Camara got paid, man. He got the big dollars. He's doing his thing. Now he can really splurge a little bit because them checks gonna be so fat, and he's gonna have even the possibility to make more. Everybody in the NBA that's decent, they all making 100 million. That's why a lot of people want to be hoopers, because they get guaranteed money, and they also can make so much generational wealth before they even 35 years old. Like, some of these players already done made 200 million. They don't even include endorsements. They don't even include sponsorships and things that way. It's just their NBA contract for the job they chose to pursue. I know it's still hard to become a starter. I know it's still hard to become a superstar, but Toumani Camara getting 82 million, that don't even include his rookie deal. That's, he's extending upon. So he probably already made 100 mil, is basically what I'm saying. And even if you count the taxes and stuff, he's still young enough to get another couple decent checks if he's kept up at the rate that he's been performing at. So this is just a good video showing you that, just play as hard as you can, give it as much as you can, and put the work in each and every day and continue to grind, and you can get there. Because he was a player that was a second round pick, and now he's one of the best wings in the game. And that's something that we have to acknowledge and give him credit on. He deserves this. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. I also do mock draft and draft coverage. Not only that, I also upload videos just like this, which is conversation type videos, but of various different topics. Not only that, all I can say is thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for supporting the channel in the past and present. Hope y'all continue to support it in the future. Thanks for sharing some time with me and making time for me to hear what I have to say about the game of basketball that we all love so much. And thank y'all for staying subscribed or checking out the channel in general, because that's how I got majority of my subscribers. And I'm trying to keep majority of my subscribers. So I'm going to keep putting in that work and keep grinding to give y'all the content that I like, and hopefully y'all like too. And that's the win-win on this channel. While I've been around for 10 plus years and been one of the most popular basketball channels in the world. And let's keep that up as long as we can. Y'all stay blessed up. I'm gone for now. Peace. See y'all when I see y'all. Y'all chill out. Y'all get some rest. Y'all enjoy the weekend. Y'all enjoy the weather. Spend time with y'all friends and your family. The day is almost up. I've been up making videos since 8 o'clock in the morning. And I had to come back to the studio at 5 o'clock in the evening just to give y'all more analysis, man. I'm going hard this year, and I've been doing it throughout the whole time I've been doing YouTube, and I've been falling in love with telling y'all how I feel. I've been doing this since I was in elementary school. Now I'm getting paid to talk about the game of basketball that we all love. Thanks for supporting me, man. Thank y'all for showing love. Thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is, man, and continuing to come back for more. That's what fans supposed to do. And as a content creator, that's what I'm supposed to do. And let's keep it up for the next couple years if we can last and live that long. So I'm gone, man. Y'all stay blessed up, man. Stay good too.